last year. Lady Vols can pick up their 10th consecutive road series win in the SEC. Oxley Diaz.
Having to make an adjustment with his pitching staff and the way he's going to set up these 3 games.
2-2. Knight fouls it off to stay alive. College softball, and especially when you're trying to compete for a national championship like these two teams are. Knocks this past Comia into right field, base hit. Second hit of this series to lead off game 2.
That ball just finding a...
Ella Dodge has reached in over 30 consecutive games.
A threat on the base paths here early in the game. See if Tennessee tries to get some motion on the bases.
Part of the upside for Florida, Gators have 2 really good arms behind the plate. What stadium? 2-2. Dodge flares it up. This is playable for Kenley Cahalan. There's one away. And McClark will take. Throw down to first is not in time.
There's chemistry amongst the girls on the team, but also those that are role players.
Swing and a miss. Throw down to second. Not in time for the double play. There's only 2 away.
Sophia Knight's foot in second base, or if they get there at the same time. Wow.
From this angle, looks like she's out. Strike him out, throw him out, double play. Ella Wesolowski showing you why she was one of the best behind the dish and misses. Per 7 innings, got to get the face mask on.
Well, the break is really good, but she also changes speeds with those 2. That rise ball is a little...
Reigning NFCA Freshman of the Year, singled once last night. Coach Walton had said one of the best hitters this game has ever seen. Newer dispenses 1-1. 2-1 offering. Shoemaker rips one into right field. A tone-setting single for Florida's leadoff.
Good job out there by Gabby Leach, taking a good angle to keep that... You see this pitch a little up in the zone. Taylor Shoemaker pulling that ball.
Is 2 away from top 5 all time. That's in the dirt. Erickson works ahead. Single season RBI record in that 2024 year. Erickson pops this one up, playable for the Lady Vols. Faw, paddling the sun, will make the catch, but struck out 3 times last night. She'll step up. Or Cahalan rather, bounces this up the third base line. All the way into the corner.
Kenley Cahalan finding a way to sneak that ball.
Over 2-time OVC Player of the Year at her last stop. See a 3-0.
The triple threat, Townsend Thomas walked through with a slap. She's just going to look to get something on the green, get it through this infield. That's
to a starting role for the Gators. 2-1. Thomas clocks one up the line. Play at home in time. Can Walker deliver on a 2-2? Newer sends. Walker back up the middle to short. And Fall will do it herself. One of 4 Leaches to come through this program. That's Gabby. Leach pops it up. Playable for Wesolowski. There's one down.
Yeah, Oxley's doing a good job using that curve and screw. We've seen a lot of changeups, but really being able to get that in on their hands like she did right there on Gabby Leach to get her to pop up.
Weekly said every once in a while I just go, wow, how rare is that to be able to coach all 4 of them? Said they're all so different. That caught a piece. Alana Leach will walk. Rudder aboard for Tennessee, 2nd consecutive inning.
Here you see Oxley trying to get in on the hands there of Alana Leach, but...
Up and out, Wesolowski will check the runner at first, not in time. You'll notice Tennessee also is wearing different socks today. That's families who've been affected, wanted to show support for them in the cause today as well. Morrison rips one in the air, foul down the left field line. It's 2-2. Morrison lifts it left center. Way back and out of here. Tennessee strikes first. A 2-run blast, 3rd this year for Elsa Morrison.
This off-speed pitch. up in the zone and either off the plate more or lower in the zone.
The young Knoxville, and she does. Has her second strikeout. Another fly ball into center. Thomas is back this time. It'll hang up for the Florida center fielder. Dad played in the Marlins system, been her coach. It's ball 4 instead. There's Gabby Camilla. First one skips away. Wesolowski will take advantage and scurry to second.
She was a great leader. She was vocal, and she had a cannon, Ryan. Thrown from her knees, she could throw anybody out. She was just off the plate.
3-0. Camilla will take second walk of this inning, first and second for Florida. Taylor Shoemaker, Carlin Pickens. Shoemaker already had a single. That was in the first against Newer. 1-1.
65 miles an hour, that's her off speed. As a pitcher, that's sometimes what you want to get to for your hard stuff.
2-strike pitch. Shoemaker clocks one back to Pickens. Will go to second, back to first. High throw.
First baseman
Down deep and it gets away. Morrison lost it and Florida will get a run. Wesolowski scores. It's 2-1.
She has so much power and she has such a great eye. She's a great hitter.
Long hop, bobbled by Dodge. Shoemaker around third. Beats the throw and we're tied at 2.
When some of these balls that Tennessee is misplaying, I mean, these Gator hitters are hitting it so hard. The spin is a lot to manage. It's tough.
Cahalan mashes it to second, a routine way for the final out of the inning. Belafonte trying to turn it over, another payoff. Cuts on it for strike 3 instead. It's the third for Red Oxley. 1-0. Knight bunts, back to Oxley. Makes the play to Camilla. 4-pitch walk. Payoff pitch. Ball 4. 2 on with 2 out. Back-to-back walks from Caitlin Oxley.
That scoreboard even.
Another SEC start, had a complete game. Leach popped up in her first trip. Circle, payoff pitch. Leach, opposite way, that's a foul. But these are the kind of spots that preseason Coach Walton wanted to be able to utilize Olivia Miller and coming in relief and
give her a chance to put the ball in play.
This payoff is flared and playable in third base foul territory. Grover's got it.
Late in the game, Florida's got to figure out something offensively. She is tough to hit off of.
Only one earned run given up. Tennessee miscues. It's a 1-1. 2-2 to the leadoff. Grover gets a hold of this into left. It's shallow. Hangs up for Alana Leach.
Bases loaded situation in the bottom of the 7th.
First is bunted. Fair ball. The throw. Got away up the right field line. Thomas will scurry into second.
Her good movement, she was able to get Florida to chase quite a bit.
Walker zips one. Center field. See ya! Florida in front. It's 4-2 Gators in the third.
Madison Walker getting her first hit of the series, takes this low pit part of the plate, hits a laser in her field. Able to score Townsend, who got on a bunt for Walker. Look at that excitement.
One of the best in the SEC at the long ball last year delivers. Pickens for the 2-1. Cullen takes strike 2, and how much of a luxury is that?
These pitchers really complement themselves, or each other rather.
McClellan tees off right. There is no doubt it's gone. Carlin Pickens, Florida leads 5-2.
Finds the ball in the inner part, smokes it. This ball, you know, the bad thing about having a high velo pitcher is if you barrel the ball back homers for the Gators.
Boy.
Coach Karen Weekly pulled her out, brought Pickens in, but she was doing a pretty good job.
Wazalowski skips one to short. Nice backhand by Fawn. That's one that's outside. Ball one, but also still a lot of softball left to be played. 2-2. Camilla pops it up. Tough spot in the outfield, but plenty of speed for Sophia Knight. Fourth, payoff. Opposite way, lifted, hangs up for McClellan. 3-1, through the right side for a base hit. Multi-hit game for Morrison, bit of a bobble from Shoemaker. Miller trying to get the second out on a 1-2. Holly goes opposite way into left. McClellan's there again, and there's 2 down.
Comes right back with that curveball on the inside part of the plate for a strike.
2-1 over Camilla into right field. First pitch, slow roller to short. Cahalan the short way for the final out of the inning.
This top of the lineup looked really good in the first inning against Newer. They weren't able to capitalize with the runners on, but anywhere. She can hit it out of the yard anywhere, and she has great discipline. So tough to pitch against a hitter like that.
Puts another one into that screen back in the day. Otherwise, you might catch a foul ball, especially when you got hitters as good as Florida has.
Especially, she's brave.
Another payoff. This is playable in foul territory. Rutan's got it, 1 down. He's not had a hit in the series. First pitch, deep to short. Close, but in time. Sophia Knight will start the party for Tennessee. Top of the lady ball order in the 5th.
Times when you can have your leadoff hitter get on. And
2-2. Knight lifts one into center. Thompson Thomas.
Every series is so tough.
Dodge hammers one off of Miller. Camilla cruising in, makes a nice throw.
Losing a little bit of control there when Miller came in, but then Miller picks her up.
And picks up a strikeout. Grover walking a fly out. 1-2. Grover sings one to short. Faw doesn't even have to take a step. Chops one, shallow to short. Nice snag by Faw. And she goes back to back for the outs. That was a sneak.
Here's that center field fence just enough.
Hard ground ball skips off of Dodge into center field.
Here you see that.
Last year it was Kendra Falby who was in charge of the wedgies.
One of the best skaters who's ever played the game.
Would imagine so. She had plenty of speed.
Be there at first base, help him out with some instincts and reminders at first, but
yeah, it's tough because I go into practice and she's still out there robbing my homers. 2-2, that's strike 3. McClellan goes down on strikes. Florida leaves Walker stranded. 3-1. Leach pops it up. 3 Gators in the area. It's the shortstop. 2. That hitter. From this angle, what do you see, Christina? Off. Fly ball, this is playable for McClellan, and the challenge pays off. There's 2 away. 1-1. Hops this back to Miller, and Florida faces just 3 against the Tennessee staff. 1-1. Wazalowski pounds it to second. Good snare by Dodge, and there's 1 away. For Gabby Camilla. Taking a huge step forward this year. Camilla taps this one short in front of home. Newer's throw is in time to get Camilla.
Out on what everybody thinks. Oof.
Oh, that's close. Camilla is out at first base. They're reviewing to see whether or not she's...
I think part of that's being able to be flexible and adjust to each hitter.
Shoemaker in the air center field. Knight at the wall.
Those 2 speedsters are talking about.
Probably plenty on their mind, maybe things.
I have so much respect for Tim Wall. Now they each get a day. Man, that's awesome.
2-2 cut on for strike 3.
Olivia Miller continuing to look steady in the circle for the Gators.
Has retired 7 straight, rather 8 straight. 1-2. Rutan scorches it to short. 2 down. Laser to left. McClellan's got it, and this series is even. Florida wins game 2, 5-2 over Tennessee.
DC for the Florida Gators.
Gators take down number 5-2, snaps a 6-game losing skid in the series. And we'll have a rubber match on Sunday after. Will be so interesting tomorrow to see how Tennessee attacks Florida from the circle.
Yeah, big question mark. Who's going to start the game?